In this video, we're going to be looking at importing the WordPress page into our WordPress site. Now, in the downloads that you'll see on this page, you'll have one for the landing page, and it'll be a text file. So what you'll need to do is you'll need to open that text file. As you can see here, I've opened this file on my computer, and this is what the import file actually looks like. So all we need to do is copy this information in this page, and we will paste it into a WordPress page. Now, as we touched on in the earlier video, we do have some plugins installed on our site, and one of the key ones to allow this to work is going to be this Generate Blocks plugin. So you will need this plugin installed and activated on your site in order for this import process to actually work and for you to have the desired design of the template page that you will have seen. So with that said, if we've got that installed, we can go to Pages and Add New. Let me open that in a new tab. And here we're able to give this page a title. So I'm going to call this one Import Page 1. You can call this whatever you want to call it. You can name it with the actual type of landing page it's going to be for, the marketplace, or some unique reference to you if you're doing lots of landing pages and you want to have variations. Maybe there's some kind of structure for a URL that you want to use here. So I'm going to call this Import Page 1 for this tutorial. Now I'm going to bring back in that Notepad text file. I'm going to go to Edit. I'm going to go to Select All. And then go to Edit again and Copy. And I'm going to move this Notepad file out of the way. And all I'm going to do here is go into where it says Type, choose a block. I'm going to right click and then go to Paste as Plain Text. And you can see that what we copied looked like this, and what we've ended up with now looks like this. Okay, so it's converted that into what you see on the screen before you right now. And like I say, it's really important to have had that Generate Blocks plugin installed and activated before you import this across. Otherwise, it won't look anything like this at all. Okay, it'll just look like what you copied from that Notepad file. So now I'm going to publish this to show you how this looks. So I'm going to click on that and go to View Page. And right now you can see that we have imported it, but it doesn't quite look as we need it to look. So you can see that we have this element here, and it just looks a bit squashed. Doesn't have its own sort of unique landing page for this, because we've got this massive page title, we've got the site title and the site tagline, we've also got the footer possibly at the bottom. So yeah, it doesn't look as good as it should. So this is where that second plugin that we referenced comes into play. So if I go back to the plugin screen here, it's where this blank slate plugin comes into play. Now, depending on the WordPress theme that you're using, if you've got the ability to select a type of page template that allows you to have a almost like a blank canvas, or as this one's called, a blank slate, so a blank canvas to publish a page on. Some will have this option in it, some won't. If you have maybe other page builders or something active on your site, maybe you'll have the option. I know something like Elementor, they have a full width canvas, or it's another one which is basically the same kind of thing that gives you a full width canvas without your header and footer and page titles visible. Okay, so this, I'm just using the default WordPress theme on this one, which is 2021, and as a result I need to use a plugin for that theme to use the options here to disable that. Okay, so with the blank slate plugin activated, if I go back to this edit screen here, if I go to the page settings, if you don't see this bar on the right hand side, if you just click this little settings icon in the top corner, it'll bring in this option here. Make sure that we're on the page option, and this will give you the page option settings. Now you can see here, if I just minimize that, underneath the template option, it's selecting the default template. Now what that plugin does is it gives you another option, as you can see here, which is the blank slate option. So if I click update on this, with that blank slate option selected, and we'll open this in a new tab as well. So here's how it looked before with the default template, and now that is how it looks when we've applied the blank slate template to this particular page. It's removed the header, the site title, the subheadline, it's removed the page title, and it's also removed the details from the footer as well. So now you have a distraction-free page that solely acts as a landing page and gives, nowhere for the visitor to be distracted to. It's purely look at the content on my landing page without having any other distractions, and perform an action on this page or leave this page. Okay, so you're giving them that choice. Read this content, engage with the quiz without being taken somewhere else or having the option to go anywhere else. Okay, so that's what that does, and that's it for this video. In the next video we're going to be importing the quiz, and although you can see the quiz here on this page of mine, when you import this in, it won't display anything for you until you have imported the quiz, and then there'll be an edit that we need to make to this page as well, but I'll show you that in that next video. So I'll see you there when you're ready.